So when I went to college, I went to the Boston Conservatory for my undergrad. And I went there specifically because Boston was really known for putting out amazing brass quintets. I mean, Empire Brass was founded in Boston, Atlantic Brass. I mean, there's so many, Boston Brass, obviously. So many fantastic groups came there. So I went there with the idea that this was what I was going to do with my career. I wanted to be a professional player in a brass quintet. So when I got there and I started registering for classes, I found out that freshmen were not allowed at that time. I'm not sure if it's still the case, but at that time, freshmen were not allowed to be in chamber music. And it was at that moment where I realized that this is my opportunity now to take the step on my own. So I formed a brass quintet, and it was people that I knew already from the school. My roommate at the time was a trumpet player, so we got together, and that was the group that would eventually become Synergy Brass, which was the group that I spent a large portion of my career, my early career, playing with and touring all over the world. And it came from that moment of no one's going to give me a job, no one's going to make this happen for me. I have to do it. Very often we think things, we're conditioned to believe if I go to, if I go to school and I get good grades and I do, if I go through that process, everything's going to be fine. And to a degree, that's not necessarily incorrect, but there's that extra layer, that thing that if you don't have the drive to do it, nothing's going to be handed to you. So that's been a defining characteristic, I think, of my entire career. Is there's a dream that I have, something that I've always wanted to do, and I go out and make it happen. I don't wait for opportunities. I create opportunities. I make sure that if that's something that's really important to me, I'm going to find out how to do it. I'm going to find out how everyone else did it before me, and I'm going to see how I can do it differently and make it my own and make it work for me. And I think that's a thing that a lot of students could really benefit from, is not the waiting. They're waiting for, oh, I have to get, if I get into this band, or if this opportunity shows itself, then I'll be okay. But in music, our music world is very small, and it's already populated with huge talent. So we can't wait for something to happen. We have to go out and get it. And I learned that day one at Boston Conservatory was I have to go out and get it.